tree for Congress this year, and we'd like your vote.
Well, that's a nice project.
We're trying to elect this ficus tree to Congress.
Oh.
And we'd like your vote.
Yes.
My final request is just to please make sure that all the votes for ficus are counted.
Win or lose, the ficus is always welcome here in Morris County.
Thank you.
I don't want to interrupt anything, but we got some spots we'd like you to have a look at.
I need you to make a decision one way or another about how we're going to go with all this stuff.
Okay.
Candidate Frelinghuysen has never produced oxygen in his life, and try as he might, he never will. In fact,
Well, what do you call the stuff that comes out of you when you're breathing?
Carbon dioxide.
It's not oxygen?
No.
You don't like breathe in the oxygen?
You
blow out the oxygen.
You produce carbon dioxide. Okay, plants are just the worst. They take in the carbon dioxide.
Where is the carbon dioxide produced at?
In your lungs. But let's not get bogged down in this.
Wait, but carbon dioxide, isn't that what, if you leave the car on too long in the garage with the door shut?
That's monoxide, carbon monoxide.
The ad can go.
No, you guys seem to all know what carbon dioxide is, and oxygen, so I just say, just run it the way you got it. The ficus would like to challenge Congressman Frelinghuysen to a debate, anytime, any place.
This is not his campaign office, and obviously, if this tree is running for Congress,
yes,
that would really be a campaign issue that
Where's his
we
campaign
wouldn't necessarily.
office?
He doesn't have one set up in Morristown yet.
There's no campaign office? Because he doesn't need one, does he? Is there any way that you could call the congressman right now in Washington and tell him that he's been challenged to a debate?
No, this is the office in D.C.
Oh, yes, okay, we've got Donna Mullins now on the phone, Rodney's chief of staff. Hello. We want to challenge him to a debate here in the 11th District. The ficus versus Frelinghuysen. No, we're very serious about this. We will dog the congressman until he does face the ficus and debate the ficus on the issues that are important to the people here in New Jersey. Do you think you're just going to go right back into Congress without having to put up a campaign? You've got this opponent. It's running as a Democrat and a Republican. It's going to challenge you. Hello? We don't understand why the congressman is afraid to debate this ficus. I'm certain this will only guarantee the congressman's defeat on Election Day. I've never seen one elected official be able to do photosynthesis. Not one. They run another editorial on us here. We denounced the idea as an adolescent stunt. Stung by the criticism, the ficus plant came calling last week. Okay, so I told you it was good to go there.
Yeah.
There is some merit in Moore's argument about voter apathy.
Yeah,
all right, yeah. But we still question whether running a plant is going to make things better. Well, see, at least they're questioning. The primary is June 6th. That gives Moore, who has established a campaign office in a Morristown pizzeria, about 5 weeks to convince us and the voters that the ficus for Congress should be taken seriously.
All right.
Whoa. Huh? All right, huh? Huh?
So he didn't. Yeah. Here's your pizza, sir. Thank you. Vote ficus.
Okay, here's our campaign strategy. If Frelinghuysen goes negative, we don't go negative, we go positive, all right? If he goes negative again, we come back positive again. If he goes negative the third time, we come back with a double negative on him. He might go positive at that point. If he does, we give him a triple negative, double positive. He won't know what hit him. Got it? We read in the paper that Congressman Frelinghuysen said that he's a Red Oak Republican.
Absolutely.
Why was he pandering to the plants by saying that he's a Red Oak Republican?
The congressman also has a good sense of humor.
Well, we didn't take that as
No
as very
offense.
funny.
No offense. All due respect,
we
but he's got a good sense of humor.
We want to keep the ethnic slurs out of this campaign, all right? To slam the ficus with a comment about an oak, we thought was uncalled for, and we've asked him to not participate in this kind of negative campaigning from now until June 6th, and to rise above the politics of personal destruction.
The question is, do we want to do it this soon?
That's what Clinton, he learned that in '92, is that you got to strike back right away.
Congressman Frelinghuysen doesn't know how to fix our education system. Frelinghuysen doesn't know what to do about taxes. Congressman Frelinghuysen doesn't know how to make health care more affordable. Let's face it, Frelinghuysen doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. Vote Ficus. His ass is a hole in the ground. Paid for by the people for the Plant Committee 2000.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Yeah.
State Assemblyman Neil Cohen from Union County. I'm pleased to be here to endorse this ficus for Congress. Mr. Freeland-Heisen has been very bad on plant closing, and we feel that ficus will do much better on the issue of plant closing.
I think that the Republicans and Democrats that are disgruntled, and they're in the majority, should really come and vote for this candidate.
Did you hear about this? Someone's running a ficus in Texas. You haven't heard this?
No. You kidding me?
Look at that.
This is the Ficus in Texas campaigning.
Is that amazing?
This guy is running this ficus in what state?
Texas.
And he lives in that trailer.
Yeah.
Somebody is running a ficus against Representative Bud Schuster, a Pennsylvania Republican. That is incredible. Wow. All right, put a pin in the map for Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
We got Ohio. We got Ohio?
Yeah.
Oh. We got one in
Virginia.
Virginia.
This is unbelievable. This is like completely out of our control now. I think somebody's got to take responsibility for all the other ficuses that are running around the country and somehow get a handle on this.
Is there any way you can go down to D.C.? You can take some of the ficuses from the other campaigns around and just have them meet the guy, the congressman they're trying to unseat, you know?
What do you mean? You mean like take the actual ficus in the Congress?
Yeah.
Meet your opponent, the ficus. In the race this November, the ficus will oppose you on the ballot.
Ficus, well?
You don't want to run unopposed, do you?
Well, yeah, I do.
I'm telling you, he's a hell of a debater. Congressman Gigas, Michael Moore, how you doing?
How you doing, pal?
Meet your opponent, the ficus.
What's that?
He's running for Congress against you. Would you take a ficus, though, as your opponent?
Ficus, no, I
Is your opponent,
wouldn't
no?
want to make fun of the existing opponents. I take opposition very seriously.
Is that your camouflage?
No, he's running for Congress against you.
From the heart of the tri-state area, you're watching News 2.
Filmmaker Michael Moore, the man behind the movie Roger and Me, is staging a write-in campaign for ficus trees. He'll run them in 21 congressional races, including the one in Morristown, New Jersey.
Hi, I'm Sarah Richardson. I'm the campaign manager for the ficus running for Congress here in the great state of Texas. We support the ficus. Okay.